Venetian with Scotty Wynn.
That's right, baby.
That's no limit, baby.
Nothing better, baby.
The Venetian, $3,500 World Poker Tour event. That's right, the World Poker Tour is back. Smaller buy-in, new location. I live in Vegas. I got $3,500. Let's gamble. Pretty reasonable days with the Matt Savage approved structure. We should be out of here bagging and tagging by 9 p.m. We got one bullet in the chamber. Let's make it count.
As much as I wanted. Yeah, like any piece of that. Yeah, pocket nines somewhere.
With blinds at 100, 200, 200, we have a 40K starting stack. I'm in middle position with 10, 7 of hearts. Pretty loose, probably the bottom of my opening range, but let's raise it up. I did stop a conversation, so it's gonna look pretty strong. Action folds to the small blind, Asian male age 21 to 35. He puts in the call, and Matt Salzberg, producer of Weeds, puts in the call in the big blind with 3 ways to a flop. The flop comes 10-3 deuce, rainbow. Action checks to me. I bet 800 for value. Small blind calls, and Salzberg folds. Top pair should be good here. He's got a lot of mid pairs, maybe even some ace 4s, ace 3s. He might 3-bet those, but whatever. The turn is a 4. 5-6 gets there, ace 5 gets there, and he leads out 1,700. Is he just denying equity for my overcards that I'm stabbing the flop with one of his middle pairs? That's my read on the situation, and I put in the call. The river's a deuce, a great card for us. He might still think all of his 5s through 9s are good hands to bet for value, and he does bet 3,100. We might be outkicked. We might have got unlucky on the turn, but we're going to see what happens. We put in the call, and he shows ace 4, and we take it down.
Eight is the back.
Blinds at 100, 200, 200. Matt Salzberg's under the gun +1. He makes it 500. I'm on the button with 9-7 of diamonds. Could go either way. Folding's out of the question being this deep, so we put in the call, and the big blind calls. Flop comes king, king, 5, 2 diamonds. Salzberg bets 1,200. Pretty large bet considering the board texture. Pretty easy call. And we're heads up to the turn, which is a 9 of clubs. Salzberg checks. He could be just giving up, or he could be pot controlling with a big pair, afraid of the king. So our best option is to bet for value. We got a pair, we got a flush draw. Small value bet, just 2,000 chips, and he puts in the call. The river's an 8 of diamonds, a very interesting card. There's a good chance he was check calling with a diamond flush draw, afraid that we do have a king. He checks it over to us, and it just feels too nitty to check this hand back. We do block pocket 9s and king 9. Plan is to bet fold, believe it or not. I bet 5,500. He goes deep in the tank and folds. We take it down. With blinds at 200, 300, 300. Under the gun is a 30-year-old Caucasian man who might go by the screen name Only the Jew online. Had a little confrontation with him at the Bahamas at the after-party comedy show with Norm Macdonald and Joe Stapleton, where there was tickets to buy alcohol beverages and popcorn and stuff. And he cut in line in front of everybody. And I wasn't having this shit. So I called him out on it and just kept berating him. He raises under the gun to 900, and I have jack, 10 of spades, easy call. Flop comes 8, 6, deuce, 1 spade. I check, he bets 900. We could definitely float this flop. We can rep a set on later streets. We can rep various straights if they come in. We can turn a spade, we can turn a jack, a 10, or a straight draw. We put in the call. And the turn is the queen of spades, one of the prettiest cards in the deck. Not going to lead, going to allow him to bet. because we're going for the check raise. If he's barreling with an overpair, he's going to hate his life when we put in the check raise. We do check, and he bets 3,300. I make it 10,500 to go. We have him covered. He thinks for a while and puts in the call. We're going to need to hit. The river is the 3 of hearts. He has 20,000 behind. I just don't think he's going to fold ace, queen, pocket kings, any of his sets. We could have a lot of 2-pair combos along with sets, so we have a reasonable repping range, but we decide to shut it down and check. He does check behind and shows pocket kings, and we lose a big one.
How did I do? Like, I had a fake social security number and everything. They would have given me that.
With the big blind at 300, Asian male, age 25 to 40 in middle position, makes it 800 to go. I'm in the small blind with king, queen offsuit. Great spot to 3-bet with our relevant blockers. Make it 4x, 3,200. Only to Jew makes it 8,500 from the big blind. Asian male folds, and we fold. In the next 20 minutes, I end up losing 5 or 6 hands. All small pots, but all meaningful pots. Just getting squeezed out of situations. Blind versus blind battles that I try to win but fail. And we're now on break with 33,000 from 40K. No worries. Those are the swings. Venetia with Scotty win.
That's right, baby.
That's no limit, baby.
Nothing better, baby.
A middle position guy who had opened 7-6 off in a wide range makes it 1,000 to go at 400 big blind. I'm in the cutoff with queen 10 of diamonds. I think both options are fine here, calling or 3-betting. This time I elect a 3-bet, make it 3,500. Action folds to the small blind. Caucasian reg, about 30 years old, and he shoves all in for 21,000. Original razor folds, and of course we fold with blinds at 500 big blind. Matt Salzberg opens to 1,200 in middle position. I'm in the small blind with Jack 9 of spades and 20,000 chips. Let's put in the 3-bet. Can't be gun shy now. We came here to win. We're gonna have to earn some chips. I make it 4,200. Salzberg quickly flicks in the call. Flop comes ace 7-5. We're 3-betting almost all of our aces in this spot. Down bet to 3,000, planning on barreling cards like an 8 or a spade. But he folds, and we take down a pot. That was the only pot we won for the last 2 hours. Unlucky, but we still have about 22,000. Great structure, 1 hour levels. We got plenty of time to build up. But in reality, we're bagging in 2 hours. It's gonna be 9 o'clock. Let's survive 2 more hours and bag and tag. With big blind 600, action folds to Asian male, age 25 to 35. In the cutoff, he makes 1,300 to go. I'm in the small blind with king jack of spades, 20,000. I could 3-bet this, but it's fine to flat also. This hand plays pretty well post flop. So we put in the call, and the big blind folds. We're heads up. The flop comes king, queen, 9, 2 spades. Bingo, bango, bongo, Vince. We got everything. We check it to the razor, and he checks behind. Interesting. We're probably going to go for the check rizzle there, but he checks it behind. He's in pot control mode. The turn is a jack of hearts, bringing the backdoor hearts. Not a huge fan of this card. Now it's a one-liner to a straight, and of course, we check it to him. He bets 1,800 with 2 pair and a straight flush draw. We put in the call. The river's a 3 of hearts, bringing the backdoor heart draw. We check. He bets 7,100, and we fold 2 pair. I'm guessing he had a 10 or he backdoored hearts. Either way, we make a disciplined fold.
Alternate 14, alternate number
40 and 41. Okay, 40 and 41.
The blinds are up. Every hand is important. And the problem is we're not getting any hands. So we're not spewing, but we're not playing. We're just folding and getting blinded out.
Where do you live?
I would still say LA more so. I have a place here, but I'm in LA more.
The blind's at 400, 800, 800. Same 25 to 35-year-old Asian male raises to 2,000. Spewy gambler type flats next to him. I'm on the button with King Jack offsuit and 12,000. If I jam, is there fold equity? Am I just going to run into it? Not too worried about the flatter. Is this our spot to go for it? 15 blinds. I fold. Blinds at 400, 800, 800. Action folds to middle position. Spewy gambler makes it 2,000. I'm in the small blind with 9-7 of diamonds. 10,500 chips. Do I have fold equity? Not the best hand to rejam with, but it does have some playability. I put in the fold.
You done?
Yes, please.
And name and chip card on the paper and the back. Yes,
I play 0 hands for the last hour and we bag 10,300 chips.
You take me on?
Going to 1K big blind with big blind ante. We made it day 2 of a World Poker Tour event. Let's hope that we can run better and play better on Sunday. Day 2 of the World Poker Tour, $3,500 buy-in at the Venetian. Almost $2 million in the prize pool. We're second shortest stack in the whole tournament. That's okay, 10 blinds, I know what to do with that. 1 double, then I got a good rejam stack. All of a sudden you got 40 blinds and we're making moves. We're putting in the cold 3-bet, the cold 4-bet. We're going for it. I'm playing to win today. I got nothing to lose. Coming in as the underdog, let's bag and tag 350,000. Come back for day 3. I'll see you guys then. Day 2. Champion is right here. Blinds at 500, 1,000. We're under the gun with ace 5 off. 7-handed, 10 blinds, very first hand at day 2. It's pretty damn close. If it's suited, I shove. But we lay it down. The blinds go through us. We're down to 6,800 chips. We're in middle position with king, queen off. We shove all in. Guy next to me calls. He has ace, king. The flop comes jack, 10, 9, rainbow. Turn and river are bricks and we double up. Blinds are still 500, 1,000. We're in middle position with 12,500 chips. And queen jack suited. We shove all in. Button calls. He has ace, queen. Flop comes king, jack, 9, all hearts. Neither of us have a heart. Turn is a 7 of hearts. All I'm thinking is no heart on the river, and the river is a diamond. Unfortunately, it is the 10 of diamonds. He makes a straight and eliminates me. I'm out of the Venetian $3,500 World Poker Tour event. I do have a lot of swaps. They're still in. Let's root for my swaps. Maybe I can break even on this event. Good luck, guys. Take it down.